Hi everybody, it's Miss Jessica from the Second Lowell Branch Library, and welcome to another Tech STEM Minute. Today we're going to be doing an experiment that you can definitely do right alongside with me, because all you need is this video you're watching and your eyes. I'm going to be showing you an optical illusion on the screen today and explaining a little bit about the science behind it. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to share an image of this circle on the screen for you and have you look at it for 30 seconds while focusing on this center white dot right in the very middle. Now, while you're looking at it, if you feel the need to look away or blink, that's okay. Go ahead and do that. But just make sure you're doing your best to focus on that small white dot in the center. After the 30 seconds is finished, I'll change the image on the screen to just be blank white. And I want you to pay close attention to what you see once the screen has changed to that blank white. Are you ready? Because I'm going to put the image of the circle up right now. Remember to do your best to focus on the small white dot in the center, and if you need to look away or blink, you can. Just do your best to focus on that small white dot in the center. Okay, the screen is going to change to blank white right now. Now, looking at just the white screen, what do you see? Is it just a white screen, or do you see something else? When the screen turned white, you should have seen what is called an afterimage. This would have looked like a reflection or a spot in your vision. You may even still be seeing it a little bit right now. And it would have been the same size and shape as the first circle that you were looking at, but it would have been different colors. So to understand why you saw the afterimage and why it looked the way it did, you need to understand a little bit about the human eye and how it sees color. So right here, I have a diagram of the close-up of a retina. And if you look right here, you can see that the retina is part of the human eye that is at the very, very back of the eyeball. And in the retina, there are cells called cone cells, which are these right here. And you can see there are 3 different colors of cone cells on this diagram. And that is because there are 3 different types of cone cells. There are cone cells that help you see red, cone cells that help you see blue, and cone cells that help you see green. So if you're looking at something that's red, you're using your red cone cells to see that item. If you're looking at something that's blue, you're using your blue cone cells, and so on. But these different cone cells also work together to help us see colors that are not red, green, and blue, because there's lots more colors than just red, green, and blue in the world. And all 3 types of cone cells are required to see the color white. What happened when I had you look at that red, green, and blue circle with the small white dot in the middle and focus on that small white dot is that while you were focusing on that one spot where the small white dot was, you were using very specific areas of cone cells to still see the colors of the circle surrounding. And those cone cells ended up, as you kept looking, getting tired. And when the cone cells were getting tired, they don't respond to the image as well. They're not sending signals to the brain as well. So you end up not seeing it as well. And remember, all 3 types of cone cells are required to see the color white. So what happens when the screen changes to white is you've been using those cone cells in those specific areas and made them tired. And that certain type of cone cell where the color was before is not responding as well. So you end up seeing different colors. The colors you saw probably looked something like this. And if you remember correctly, in this area to the right was where the red in the original image was. So right here you have your tired red cone cells that aren't sending signals to your brain or responding as well as they were. So only your green and your blue cone cells are responding. And remember, all 3 are needed to see white. So since you can't see the white, those blue and green cone cells working together create that greenish blue cyan color that we have right here. And to the left, we had our blue cone cells that were tired out, which left our green and our red cone cells to work together, and they created this yellow color. And then on the bottom, we had our green cone cells that we had tired out in that area, and the red and the blue cone cells worked together so that they could make this purpley magenta color. And after a while, those cone cells that we had tired out, they do refresh themselves and reactivate, and you're able to see the white normally again, and you should have just seen the blank white screen. But it is a pretty cool optical illusion. If you're interested in learning more about the different types of cone cells and how they work together to help us see the different colors in the world, be sure to look in the description below for the link to the Science Buddies page for this experiment. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll see you next time.